what you think or what comes to your mind or keep coming to your mind and what you feel like doing, that is not a problem. The problem is you questioning it, doubting it, and wondering why it is coming to your mind. Because the people around you, the people that you grew up around, might have made you feel that to feel the way you feel, to think the way you think, and to perceive the world the way you perceive has some problem with it. Why? Because that is how world is. That is how world works, or it is made to work so that people can be kept trapped into their own minds. And this is also a way of manipulation, of manipulating an individual into believing that what he or she thinks, believes, perceives is something to be ridiculed, is something anti-society, anti-nation, anti-world, anti-mankind, anti-humankind. Why? Again, because that way the world is able to keep individuals from exploring and creating their own individualistic identity. And why does that matter? Because when an individual explores his or her own individualistic capabilities and creates his or her own individualistic personality, that personality has very unique combinations of traits, skills, and talents that gives him or her a very unique status, or like a very unique identity to be known by among the people around the world, which actually is a very powerful thing in itself. But as an individuals, we don't know this at early stages of our lives, and therefore we are not able to determine why the world around us keeps behaving in the way it does, why the world around us keeps making us question our authentic selves. But this is the reason, and now you know it. So there is nothing wrong with the things, innovative things, ideas, creative things coming up to your mind. There is nothing wrong with how you feel, how deeply you feel things. There is nothing wrong with it. There is nothing wrong with how you perceive the world, how you perceive the things. It is just that the world and its people are stuck and habitual to the herd mentality, and leaving it will require a certain amount of effort and most importantly leaving the comfort of leaving the comfort of, what do you call it, habit, leaving the comfort of habit or autopilot mode of one's own mind. Because what most people have been doing for most of their lives, or how most of the people have been functioning for most of their lives, that has now become a pattern, and their brain have become addicted to that pattern, even if it is very harmful in the long term. Still, it is something that their brains have become addicted to. And once you become addicted to something, it creates a certain amount of comfort as well as a dopamine spike. And to actually transcend that comfort, that feeling of comfort, that feeling of achievement, to actually transcend that and adapt to healthier ways of creating it, that dopamine spike, maybe not dopamine spike but certain amount of dopamine, that is like a big thing, a really big thing in itself. So most people don't actually really want to leave the herd, the sheep herd, the herd mentality, and therefore subconsciously they all know that they can, but because it takes effort and discipline and patience and grit and resilience and a lot of things, so they are not choosing to do it, but to satisfy their ego by false notions, even after knowing that they are doing something unfair to themselves, to the abundant potential that they possess, to satisfy their ego, even after knowing all of the real truth, they try to create a certain notion outside and among the society, among the masses of the people, that to be one's own individualistic self is a crime, is something to felt to feel bad about, like it is something that is anti human population, and therefore they keep on manipulating individuals like us right from our childhood into believing that if we think something differently, if we perceive something differently, if we feel something differently than the rest of the human population, or than the rest of the standards of the human population for thinking, feeling, or perceiving in a certain way or in a certain range or certain dimensions, that I don't know who set and when the council was set up for setting these social standards of thinking, feeling, and perceiving. I don't know who were the members of that council, and I don't know when and where was that meeting held, and who decided these dimensions, these standards of how an individual should think, of how much an individual should feel, and of how an individual should perceive and function. I don't know which council, who were the members, which people set those standards, and till date the whole human population is just following them blindly, obeying them without even realizing that they are bounding their own abundant potential, without even realizing that there is nothing in this world that is stopping them from creating the life of their dreams but their own created limitations. The limit is in your mind for anything and everything. We all keep on following certain stupid rules and laws of society blindly, without even knowing if they really matter and how much harm they are causing to us at so many levels. We all keep on following them blindly, and It is the most pitiful, pathetic, and stupid, as well as funny, also sad thing at the same time. But you are not wrong for thinking the way you think, for feeling as deeply as you feel, for perceiving how differently you perceive. It is just that people get jealous of you because they didn't allow their thinking capabilities, their feeling capabilities, and their perceiving capabilities, as well as their working and functioning capabilities, to grow abundantly in the direction they wanted to grow. They, in the directions they were naturally growing, because they chose to believe the common societal beliefs, or I should say misbeliefs or limited beliefs, that are almost always floating around in the society, around every individual. People are jealous of you. People are jealous that you broke those limitations, you broke those limited beliefs, and that's why they keep on making you keep on making you feel that you are doing something wrong for feeling as deeply as you feel, for practicing kindness, for being a good person, for thinking differently and innovatively, and reducing effort by, like, there are so many examples. People will ridicule you for taking rest, for taking break. People will ridicule you for listening to your body and working according to that, because there is a societal standard set for how a human being should work. People will ridicule you for, like, there are unlimited things. If you are a girl, you should not do this. If you are a boy, you should not feel this. Like, there are standards set for everything. But to every human being watching this, I would just want to say you this, that I have spent a lot of time thinking for most of my life that I overthink. But actually, what I have realized, that the problem is not how we think, how we feel, or how we perceive. The problem lies when we let other people, when we let the voices of other people or the world to enter into our own being, our own mind, or our own heart, and let them judge our own natural way of being. The problem is not how we think, how we feel, or how we perceive. The problem is that we let judgment interfere in our natural way of being. Like, each one of is energy, and our energy flows into whatever is its natural way of flowing, and coherently we think the way we think, we feel the way we feel, and we perceive the way we perceive as well. We work the way we work, we function the way we function. We, as humans, as even an individual, each one of us is being the way that feels the most natural to us. The only problem is that when we allow the world to tell us how we should be, this should, how a human being should be, this should is the actual culprit, you can say, or our own allowance or permission or power or attention, our own attention and energy that we give to this should, or many of the shoulds that are told to us by the society, that is the actual culprit. No one is an overthinker. No one have any problem in their system. If you really look at it this way, that every individual is energy, okay, and every individual's energy has its own way of flowing, which is not even bound to follow any rules or match any other individual's flow of energy. Every individual's energy has its own pathway, its own nature of flowing. It does not have to resonate with every other individual. If it does resonates, it's good. If it does not resonates, it's even brilliant, because every individual has come on this earth to expand himself or herself, to explore what nature his or her energy holds, what the potential inside him or her can actually do, can actually manifest. That's what every individual has come upon this earth for. But when people enter here, they destroy everything. They destroy the natural flow of energy of every individual, because they want to keep everyone trapped into that same way of living, which actually cuts people's wings, devastates people's unique innovative way of thinking, suppresses individuals' highly specialized emotional abilities. Like, it's totally devastates one's own uniqueness, because society wants everyone to stay sane and stay trapped, and does not realize the innate power every individual possesses inside them. That's it. And therefore, they make every individual believe that to be their true self is something problematic, is something diseased, or something to feel ashamed of. It makes individuals feel that to think differently, feel differently, perceive differently, live differently is something wrong. It is something out of structure, but actually there was no structure. There is no structure. The structure is just an illusion made to keep human minds trapped into a system that feeds the ones who knows the truth and use it for their benefit, and starves the one who either does not know the truth or does not put the efforts to embody the truth. That's it. Nothing is wrong with how you think, how you walk, talk, feel, perceive, do things, how you create, or how you are. Howsoever you are worthy. You are complete in yourself. You are whole. If you were not worthy, you were not alive in this human body. Doesn't matter how physically healthy, unhealthy body you have. Doesn't matter what crimes, what wrongs you might have did before. Doesn't matter what failures you have faced before. Doesn't matter how bad as a person you were just before this moment, but in this moment what you choose defines you. So in every moment you have abundant potential in yourself, but abundant potential without the realization and discipline and awareness is just a ball of energy with no direction, no guidance, and therefore it will waste itself in doing shitty things, useless things. Either it will create its own mindfuck, it will create some disease in its physical body, it will fight with someone else, argue with someone else. Nothing useful will come out. So awareness is very important. Firstly, to realize the potential that you carry. Secondly, to overcome the limited beliefs that have been incorporated into your system for most of your life. And thirdly, to actually embody the truth that you carry, the power that you carry, the potential that you carry, and bring it into practice to manifest the dream life that you always wanted, that in some timeline is already yours. That's it. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with anyone, most of the people. Most of the wrong things we do create to ourselves by listening to other people's voice and letting that voice decide what or who we are, or how much worthy we are, or how good as a person we are, or how beautiful as a person we are, how rich as a person we are, how intelligent as a person we are, how worthy as a girl we are, or how worthy, how feminine as a girl we are, how girly we as a girl we are, how weak as a person we are, how strong as a person we are, how masculine as a man we are, or how less masculine as a man we are. Do not let anyone's voice get inside your head, your mind, your heart, and you will be free from most of your diseases. It takes time. It takes time. If you have let people enter inside your own system for most of your life, you cannot reverse the effect that it caused upon your physical body and your mental and emotional system over the years. In just what you have caused over the years, you cannot reverse it just in a moment, but you can make yourself realize that it can be reversed if you keep on practicing to not let people again enter into your system, and you keep practicing it mindfully, committedly, devotedly, loyally, and constantly. You can reverse the effect of years into at least months if you try, if you consciously commit to it. Other than that, there is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with anyone. There is nothing wrong with any of us, any individual. Every individual has been given life as an a bouquet of abundant choices. Every choice that you make, every moment, with every breath, that defines you, that decides you, that creates your life, that creates you. Every moment you are deciding whether you are sick or you are healthy. Every moment you are deciding whether you are intelligent or you are a fool. Every moment you are deciding you are beautiful or not, and it has nothing to change about you. It is just realizing what you already possess. You already have everything that you have ever wanted to be. Inside you, you have everything. Every answer that actually matters is within you. Every fulfillment that actually matters is within you. Every power that you seek outside is within you. Everything. You are the universe in itself. You are a drop containing a whole ocean in yourself. There is nothing wrong with you. Just be yourself unapologetically. Be yourself without needing a validation for your self. You are complete being in yourself. That's it. Bye bye. Have a great day. Happy day.